Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna play some more Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, we're beginning the plant chapter today, which, as some of you may know, stars Raiden, and not me. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter much who it stars. What matters is we're gonna play it. Let's get started. Alright. I love these load screens. There's something wonderful about having to press the X button after it's loaded before you can actually play. There's something equally wonderful about waiting through a black screen after it says it's loaded. Ooh, exciting information here. I'm not gonna read that out loud. I could, I'm just not gonna. There are other YouTubers and streamers for that.
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
Are we gonna explain what that is?
I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Wait a minute. The people who did the oil spill, their location became a landmark for the opposite
6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by
It doesn't make sense to me.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad dead cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group. They have the big shell under complete control.
That's not good at all. Complete control. By the bad guys. Just what you want to hear.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Know your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president.
So despite being called Big Shell, it's actually 2 shells. Not just one. And the helicopter. Because it wouldn't be Metal Gear without a ton of helicopters. It's one of the defining traits of the series.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
President.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow
This game is fiction, so it's got its own president, and isn't a real person.
Like turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for
I'm not sure what it means,
becoming
but it's
the
not
worst
good.
environmental disaster in history.
Little did they know about the BP spill at this point. This might be
two
worse,
mission
though.
objectives.
I'm not
1,
sure.
Infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Any means necessary. Does that mean I get to kill them? I really want to kill them. Killing dudes is fun.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
SEAL Team 10. Are they like Rainbow Six?
Is this a joint effort?
No.
I liked that book.
Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
I hadn't planned to.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
That's not me. He doesn't sound like me.
There are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Well, that's
Any
good.
problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone
A
else
hole?
besides me that wanted to get in
Also,
badly.
what is an
That's not
oil
possible.
fence? This game has not explained that to me.
They landed on the roof of the big shell.
I guess
as
that's
planned.
supposed to be common
By the way,
knowledge,
Snake,
but I don't know
we're
it.
changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right,
It's
Raiden.
because Snake and
You've
Raiden are
already
different
covered
people.
infiltration
They
and
shouldn't
VR
have the
training.
same
I've
designation.
completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay,
No,
we'll skip that
you're no
part.
legend. I am.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the
That's a
codec,
big-ass
push
frequency.
the select
Over
button.
140.
When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise,
Beep, beep.
press the select button. The codec's receiver
By the way,
directly stimulates
greetings to
the
my
small
one viewer
bones
so
of your
far.
ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
Ah, finally, a scientific
First,
explanation
make
for
your way to
codecs
the
being
upper
magic.
section of the big shell.
But
How do
that
I
doesn't
get up to the
explain
next
how people
level?
can't hear me talking on the codec.
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your
Sounds
new
fantastic.
suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed
Electrofiber
from rubber, but the
technology.
material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors.
I'm poison-proof?
It is referred to as
Nifty.
smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Get to the point.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit
By
in
pressure?
Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Sounds like a bunch of science fiction mumbo-jumbo to me. Then again, I shouldn't expect anything
The
else from
hatch
Metal
with a
Gear.
circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy
Why?
that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Main mission objectives. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Okay. First things first, explore the area. That's always the first thing you do. You've got a ladder. That could be pretty nifty. Ooh. I didn't mean to hang like that. But, I'm not gonna complain. That's what I wanted to do. Just in case there's anything hiding in the water. You never know. There could be rations, or sharks, or any number of things.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick.
Thanks. I wouldn't
Push
have
the
thought
punch
to use the
button
stick to
dive
move.
down from the surface.
Never mind that I already have. What now?
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your
Okay.
heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down
Good to
takes
know.
you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
Up for up and down for down?
The O2 gauge will appear
Sounds
under your
unintuitive
life
to me.
gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
It's a good thing I have gauges. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to know how well I was breathing. Okay. I'm not seeing anything on the bottom here. I'm gonna surface and try again though, just in case. There's gotta be like a ration or something I can't even go all the way to the bottom. What's the point of this pool from a game design perspective if there's nothing in it? Okay, back up the ladder. Anything here? No. Anything over here? We got some sort of computers. Nothing I can... Oh, there's our ration. Is there any way over there from over here? That's the question. Actually, yeah, I can just walk all the way around. Perfect. And then under here. That should get me to it. I'm really not liking the effect this suit has on my ability. Or on my vision. Seeing in these weird red cone things. That's not my favorite. It's a good way to make a guy dizzy or nauseous real fast. It might not be so bad in real life, but certainly in the game it's awful. Now what's the point of having all these lockers if there's nothing in them? 2 rations. Not bad. But seriously, that's a lot of empty lockers. Presumably they're assigned to people, right? Staff members on the shell. So why don't they have clothes or personal belongings in them? Being a whole lot of nothing. By the way, forgive me if there's any apparent problems with my
I've sighted an enemy sentry.
with my animation today.
AM-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his
I'm doing
equipment
sort of
is
a
Russian-made.
backup solution
Must
for a
be a
webcam, and
Golukovich
it's not
map.
working the greatest.
Golukovich?
A Russian
I should
private
be
army that was in
all
line
better
to
by
work with
next
the
week,
Shadow
though.
Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their
Take
stake
over.
in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of
Terrorists making an
mercenaries
arrangement with other
flying without a
terrorists?
country.
What a surprise. It's almost like bad guys just unilaterally can't be trusted. And yet, the government keeps trusting them. Because the government is idiots. Yeah. See, my neck is doing that thing. I don't want it to do that. I'm not entirely sure how to prevent it, though. Not with the setup I have now, anyway. Oh yeah, more of those hot cinematics. This is the best. You can totally see all sorts of movie stuff that Hideo Kojima wanted to put into the first game. But it's way more effective here, from a film-like standpoint.
Colonel,
Yeah, what
there's
is it?
definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a
That's
team.
exactly how the
Looks like
plant
a
chapter
solo
was.
job.
How the Tinker
One
chapter
man.
was.
We may not know who
One
he
man.
is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area.
I don't know who
All
that one man
out cold.
is, but he
Whoever
sounds
is,
sexy.
He's got some skills.
We need to get an ID.
Some
But for
skills and
now,
maybe a cardboard
you can take
box.
advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say
A node.
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Okay, so
Use
this
the
guy's an
node
idiot too.
To gain
Good to know.
access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton
That's good.
radar?
How come I didn't
True.
need maps for
That
the
radar
Soliton
came
Radar
in
and Shadow
useful during
Moses?
VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference
Okay.
points collected via GPS signals and field personnel.
So if we have all
reports.
that,
We
why do I need
get
to access the
map
nodes
through
to
the
use
Big
it?
Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node
Presumably
is
we
about
had a
3
floor
feet
plan of
high.
some sort that we could
Should
have
be colored
inputted
blue.
into this.
Each area has at least one.
How do you know this?
How do I gain
If we know about the nodes, if we know where they are,
Just push the action button
yeah,
in front of
it's
the node.
ridiculous. The action
The
button.
nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance.
Here in my
and allow
controller,
you
we call
access
that
to the
triangle.
node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Well, that's annoying.
Got it.
Okay, where's the node? And how do I take off this stupid helmet thing? It's really getting on my nerves. Every time I look in first-person view, there it is. Mostly black, big red visibility spots. Yeah, what is it?
Right.
Yeah,
you
go
won't
on.
be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You
Why
should
not?
know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon,
How does it know
the
who's
ID
trying to use
system
it?
will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
How does the identification
They must have been
functionality work to
customized by
begin
the
with?
terrorists themselves.
What is it, fingerprints?
These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
Or maybe it's
I'm
smell-based.
guessing it's the same
Every
for the
person
Navy
has a
SEALs
unique
here?
smell, after
Right.
all.
How am I
Especially
supposed
if they
to
don't
procure
shower.
weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
VR training is a computer game.
Items in the
This is
item
nothing
box
like
are yours
that.
to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Once again, how were you able to get those in here if you didn't have access to get the maps in advance? Every part of this is sounding contrived. What are you up to, Colonel? I think there's something fishy going on. That's what I think. And I access the node with my hand like that? It's even more ridiculous than I thought. Okay, so now I should have the map. Now I should be able to use the Soliton radar. Now I should be able to enter a code name. How about... It's Kovar. Now I'd like to put an apostrophe. That would be proper. But it won't let me. I don't see an apostrophe in here. Heyo with a jar of mayo. What's up, Bandman? I love typing in menus. Okay, got that in. Birthday. Looking at March 1st. It won't let me put in a year. Nationality. USA. That's my nationality today. The sky, some birds, and an inflated sense of self-worth. You know, I suppose all of those things would be up. Real-time cutscene. Now why does it bring me into an options menu when I download a map? That's kind of weird. Okay. And I can easily go back to the title screen, which I don't want to do right now. It's just a recipe for a disaster.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your
It should
VR
be.
training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
But it doesn't map the terrain, it requires a map
The
previously
bright dot in the
inputted,
middle is you,
even though
Raiden.
it didn't in Metal Gear Solid 1.
The red dots are your
Raiden.
enemies, and the blue cone shape
R-A-I-D-E-N.
represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't
Yeah,
affected
I
by
know how the
weather,
radar works.
But if you're discovered by an
I
enemy,
just played the
you won't
last
be able
game,
to
like
use
just
it.
now.
It gets jammed
Just this
easily,
last
I'm
week.
afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to
Currently
use it
existing
with
technology
strong
was a
harmonic
stupid,
resonance, so be
stupid
careful.
term in the last
The
game.
Big Shell's layout map should now
Obviously
be
it
available after
exists
touching
because
the
it's
start
in the
button.
game.
How do I save the mission?
Anything
data?
that exists
I've
in the
set
game
aside
world
5
exists. That's how existing
saves.
works. That's what it means.
To work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all
An
right?
analyst.
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're
That's
not
not
supposed to be
Naomi.
involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Jack and Rose.
Colonel, what the hell
Just
is
like
going
Titanic.
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
on? Why her?
The
Bandman
Foxhound
Nut.
analyst
We'll
that was
find out
supposed to
more
take
about
over
Raiden
this
throughout the
mission was in
game.
an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And
But
according to the
basically,
files, she
Raiden
knows
is
you better
Snake's
than
replacement
anybody
for this
else.
mission.
Rose may be in the service, but an
Snake
intelligence analyst
sank
is no
on the,
field officer.
Tanker
Not
mission.
to worry.
The
She
last
has our
chapter of the
technical
game.
staff at her disposal.
Presumed dead.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see.
I know
Yeah.
your VR
If you
training
watch
performance
my
in and out,
VOD of the
but
previous
sometimes that's not enough.
chapter,
You're
you'll see what
familiar with
happened.
the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I
Or you
covered
can
it
go
in
on YouTube
VR.
and find someone who's
If
better at
there's
the
a
game
crucial
and
tactical
get it in a
detail
fraction
that
of the
case taught
time.
us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight.
Will to survive.
My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all
It
the help you
absolutely
can
works
get.
that way.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
No matter what your
No.
position, you do what
need
you're
someone
supposed
to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll
What
perform my
conditions?
duties and save that mission data.
Wait a minute,
but I'm
better
aware
question.
That technically I'm
Why
not
does
part
she
of the
have
mission
conditions
control
now,
team.
after she was brought
After
on?
all, I'm just a normal girl
Shouldn't that
who's
have been a
worried about
condition
Jack.
before she
But
agreed
that
to do
means,
this?
Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me.
Wait
not
a
the
minute.
mission. And because of that,
How can that,
I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him.
What
Colonel.
authority does he have to
Given
order her beyond the mission
circumstances,
anyway?
You're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this.
If
to
she's
being
in a
kept
position
the
to make
dark, Raiden.
conditions, then
I'd
she
like to
shouldn't
make
have
a
to make
request,
that
if I
condition.
may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Raiden,
All
not
right,
Jack.
Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a
Watch her
save.
mess that up 1,000
The proprietary
times.
save frequency is 140.96.
That was Mei
I
Ling's
just
save
switched
frequency before.
frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th.
Look, right away, she already called him
Something
Jack.
about it?
Isn't there?
I can't
No,
remember.
tomorrow is May
Sorry.
20th.
Oh,
I'm
well,
playing this game too
I'll
late.
keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack.
Any
Take
guesses
care.
what it is? If she's asking but not saying. Personally, I would think it would be pretty obvious. And the guy's waking up now. Wonderful.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful,
I noticed
Jack.
that.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Why can't I just strangle them like I would have in the last game?
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
No, you're not. You don't know where I am.
There's somebody there.
Who's that?
Now where could I possibly have hidden? There's nowhere to hide. At least I can knock a guy over. That's always fun. And get hit a few times. And get hit several times. Sweet. Ration. That whole climbing business is one of my favorite upgrades to this game, compared to the last one. Why does my head keep going to the side? I swear I need a better webcam. A real webcam that isn't just a phone tapped to the top of my computer.
The terrorists
Meet
call
Raiden.
themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons
What?
of Liberty?
Almost
The
looks
name
like
of their
Sephiroth.
leader is Solid Snake.
Solid Snake is not one of the terrorists.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed
Don't worry
my
about it.
code name.
Right.
It'll get better
But
once
he
we get to
can't
the
be
actual
the
gameplay.
Solid
We're still in the
Snake.
intro at this point.
He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
So whoever's pretending to
Could
be
he
him
have
now
survived?
is just pretending.
Not a chance.
Don't you love imposters?
Colonel,
I
I'm
don't
on
like
the
how
roof.
slow these codecs
There
are to
no
start.
Sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp.
Well, why
so
not?
You can find a node to log in from.
If you have VR training, if you have unlimited time to do it, why wouldn't you do any daylight training?
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on Strut B.
I swear, it's like they're setting him up for failure on purpose.
The big
So here
shell
we
is
have an
comprised
overview
of
of the
shells
entire
1
big
and
shell.
2. Each unit consists of
Should
a
be called the
central
big
core and
shells,
6
because
struts
it's two of
surrounding
them.
it.
So the whole thing is shaped like two hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly.
I
And
don't
you're
know
on the
anything
roof of
about oil
Strut A,
refineries
shell
or
1 at the
oil
moment.
drills or any of that. But this seems weird to me. If anyone knows any more about these
First,
things
get
and can
to a
explain why
node.
it's designed like
Log into
this,
the
let me
network.
know.
Got it.
Node. Did you just say nose? I don't have that big of a nose. What have we got here? A bandage. Bandages are useful if you're bleeding. That's a new thing in this game. Apparently I was too slow. Ah, you're gonna teach me how to go through there. I don't need training to crouch. My shoulder.
Raiden.
You know, all
SEAL
the
Team 10 is
weird
in.
sideways stuff.
Do we really have no
Yeah,
line
I
of
don't know.
communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know
It's just a
we work in the
motion
dark,
capture
and
failure.
This mission is no
I'll get it
exception.
worked out soon.
Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for
How many
concern.
of them are the
This
enemies?
operation
It only
is
takes
under
one
Pentagon's
person to
direct
spill the
command,
beans.
And the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission
You know
may
what
be
else
top
was under the
secret,
Pentagon
but
and the
it's gone
Secretary
through
of
the usual
Defense?
channels.
The Shadow Moses incident, and we saw how that turned out. Complete disaster. Strut A pump room. Alright. First things first, I need a node. I know I said it before, but I'm just in love with how much better the frame rate is in this game.
okay? Understood.
Oh, perfect. As usual, they're not targeting choke points. They could easily keep a guard permanently on the stairs, and that would be a much better way to ensure nobody gets in.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them.
Try choking
Try making
attitude.
some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
It's a good thing that the Colonel was there to explain to Raiden how to knock on a wall. But before I go for that node, I'm gonna go ahead and open these, Nope, I need a gun for that one. And there's nothing in there. Okay. Round, let me in, I'll get to the node. And then I get the map, and it's a whole lot of extra work for not much benefit. I mean, it is benefit to have access to the map, but it seems silly considering I didn't need it in the last game. Okay, now I should be able to get around however I want. Well, you see, a single guard is heavily guarded because, mostly because I don't have a gun yet, and he does. And because I'm trying not to be spotted. I'm not a Dalmatian, I don't want to be spotted. Good, another codec call. And another codec call wait time for it to load.
Raiden, watch out.
There we
There
go.
are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on
Sentries.
course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Hanging mode.
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once
Exciting.
there, you can move sideways while
Now that's
keeping
another
out
thing
of
you
enemy
couldn't do in
sight.
the last
All
game.
right. I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging
Thank you for
maneuver,
telling me all
and
about
once it runs
gauges.
out, you will fall.
I'm sure Raiden has no awareness
Copy
of
that.
how well he can hold on.
Wait a second.
Again, though,
I just intercepted
shouldn't this have been
intelligence
covered
on
in
the
VR
operation
training?
being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we
That's
just
why we're
listen
stealing
in.
information
I'm
from the
patching it
government,
through.
even though we are the government.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs they've
Package?
secured the package. Easy money. Good work.
What is the
Your
package?
retrieval is on the way. Come on home.
It's
Roger
not
that.
the same as the package from Trapped in the Closet, I'm
Alpha
sure.
Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president.
Well, that's not
Come
good.
in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero.
In fact,
We're
that
under
sounds really
attack.
bad.
This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond.
Is that who? Is that
Alpha,
what?
Respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to
Classic
Strut B
storytelling.
now.
Introduce a bunch of questions early on like this. So, I'm on the AB connecting bridge. I started in the A pump facility. So I need to get there. the Strut B Transformer Room. Hello there, Tom's Hot Dogs. Thank you for joining us. It's always exciting to see another person in the stream. Okay, now where do I use that hanging mode? Got it, right here. Or thereabouts. Maybe I wait a minute. Eating? You don't need to eat to survive. That's just a lie the government tells you. Come on, look the other way. It's very hard to hang when both guards are just standing here watching. There we go. Thank you, Bandman Nut. That's exactly how it works. Hold a ration, and don't do anything with it. I think they might see me. I can't tell. Yeah, they see me. If only I had jumped over there a little sooner. Okay. So, it doesn't matter. I'm safe now. I'm in Strut B. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat that ration. Purple Heart. No, Raiden's no Purple Heart. I'll redact your faces if you keep talking like that. Enjoy your food. I hope it's filling and not terribly tasty. Enjoy your brackets, Bandman Nut. That's more brackets than your average tournament. Wait a minute. No, it's just 2 brackets and a bunch of lines. We have enough lines to get into Walmart. I'm not a fan. Alright, what was that? What are you shooting at, dummy? No, it's not Liquid Snake. He's dead. Revolver Ocelot got his arm and everything. And then he took over Ocelot's arm. Oh, it's Batman. Even better than Batman. It's Vampire Batman. Batman's basically a vampire already, so it's not a big split issue. I don't know if my brightness is set wrong or if this is just really dark. I might have to look into that later. What kind of a vampire slits people's throats and then doesn't take the blood? It's a complete waste. It's like a hunter who hunts for trophy. Don't do that. That's something bad guys do.
Alpha, come in.
Hunt for food. Slit throats for blood.
What's going on? Alpha, respond.
It's a good thing they took out these guys while I'm right here. So if they go looking for them, they're gonna find Raiden. The motion blur is there to make it cinematic. That's how you make things cinematic, by making them blurry. Take a film class, why don't ya? Look at that. Blood everywhere. Bullets everywhere. Oh, it sounds like maybe he is drinking it. Keep in mind it's a PlayStation 2 game. You shouldn't hold it to too high of a standard. I'm playing the PS3 version, which runs a little smoother and in widescreen. But it is still a PlayStation 2 game, and they haven't exactly redone all the graphics. This game is 19 years old.
What are you?
Bump bump. He's a knife-gateer.
5 today. Or rather...
No, don't do that. No slitting. I can get you in touch with a psychological professional if you need. Yeah, looking more and more like a vampire by this time. Who's that sexy guard? I don't know, but I like him. He's got a cool voice. Say something else, I want to hear it. You look way more competent than the other guards in this game. I wonder why. Really, more competent than the other guards in the entire franchise. He got away! I made perfectly good bait for you and you didn't take it. Good job there, buddy. Well, that's not terribly competent. Okay, now I was told I couldn't actually use the weapons I found here because they're all ID tagged. Let's see if that's true.
Strange smell.
It would be awfully ridiculous if I could use literally the first weapon I pick up from a guard after being explicitly told I couldn't.
Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, sure enough, I can use the weapon.
Vam,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I
Clearly
found.
not. There's a couple of people alive here. How is that all done cleaning up?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
President? Yeah, that's right. Get away. Obvious setup for a boss fight later in the game. Fade to black. More cinematic.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Yeah, like I thought. Very good voice. I like this guy.
My name is...
I don't know much about
My
him.
name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant
Pliskin.
Junior grade.
Kinda like Snake Plissken from the movie Escape from New York. That's gotta be a coincidence. And the fact that he's voiced by David Hayter,
Are you a
also a
Navy
coincidence.
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Don't think too hard about
Have I
it, Van
seen you
Nett.
before?
This is clearly a new character who we haven't met yet. And definitely not
That
Snake.
suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was
Can't trust a
disbanded.
foxhound.
Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
That's
I was
a good
part
question.
of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
Sweet.
No,
Live
not
action
really.
footage.
So this is your
Another way
first.
to really
I've had extensive
cement
training,
this
the
game
kind
as a
that's
Metal Gear game.
indistinguishable from the real
They all
thing.
have live action
Like what?
bits.
Sneaking mission 60.
It's pretty important to the identity of the
Weapons
franchise.
80, advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age.
But not
This is
daytime.
great.
It was incomplete VR
That's
training.
far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you?
How is it more
Every year,
effective?
a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think.
That's
to
a pretty
remove you
big
from the fear
difference.
that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
It didn't work for Meryl in the last game. The first time she had to shoot at an enemy, she couldn't.
So
It was
you're
kind of
saying
pathetic,
that VR
actually.
training is some kind of mind control?
Raiden, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Nanomachines. Those are also a staple of the Metal Gear series.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said
I
there
guess
was
we
a
gotta find
survivor
the
from
president
SEAL
then.
Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top
JJ.
secret mission.
He said his name was
No one can know
Iroquois
that we're
Pliskin.
involved.
It's a little too late for that.
He figured out we were Foxhound right off the
Take a
bat.
look.
I think it's way too late. Now let's check out this guy's neck. Blood
What the hell?
Oh my goodness.
A Navy captain.
What the hell happened to those, handcuffs?
You all right?
Give me a few minutes.
Not really.
Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
It's a
What
good
was
thing
that
cigarettes
man just
were, bleeding.
That blood-sucking
Also,
freak.
I like this guy's style
was
with the
Vamp.
cigarettes. That's another coincidence,
He's
and just a
Romanian, a
coincidence,
wizard
and
with
don't
knives,
think
as
too
you
hard
saw.
about it.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see
He's a
that in the
vampire,
VR,
not a
guarantee.
wizard.
What is
They are
he?
different
One of the
things.
members
You
of
can't
Dead
compare
Cell.
them.
Dead Cell. Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears.
Dead Cell sounds
The
like a
name was
battery that
originally
doesn't work
intended to
anymore.
reflect its anti-terrorist
My watch
functions.
has a dead
The
cell.
unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you
What is
how
that
to deal
line
with the real
from?
thing.
And is it
But
from
around the time their original
Disenchantment?
leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge.
Batman,
but they
Fortune,
became more
Vamp,
more
and
extreme.
George
Began to go
Sears.
after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents.
That's not a
Dead
wizard
Cell
or a
arranged
magician,
on their
that's a
own.
thief.
They were out of control, and it all came
And
to a
Thief
head
is a
6
different
months ago.
stealth gang
What
that
happened?
isn't Metal Gear.
The unit was devastated. There are
Commodore
only 3 left
Hustle,
now,
okay.
and you just saw one of them.
That makes
Why would
sense.
they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid
Probably
Snake.
for the same reason you're
He
here.
died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
What? No,
Legends
he's
are
not.
usually bad news. There's not a lot of
Ocelot
difference
sank that
between heroes
tanker
and
while he
madmen.
thought he was liquid.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is
ID'd by
dead.
whom and how?
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much crowd
Military
for just
becoming
Dead Cell
mercenaries.
members to hold down.
Yet another recurring theme in the Metal Gear
You weren't
franchise.
briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
I'm not the real Snake.
Can't tell me,
I'm
huh?
a Snake.
Fine with me.
I'm just a guy with some animation software.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway.
And
May
a,
come in handy.
Degree in voice acting, granted at the School of Himself.
Take this too.
What's that? A gun. I've been needing one of
Come in,
those.
Alpha Zero. This is Bravo
But you
Zero.
could let me
Currently
keep the one you had
between
before.
struts B and C. The president is...
No, that's not how it goes. This franchise's catchphrase is, "You're pretty good," not "you are quite good." Get it right.
This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Answer the phone. Answer the phone, guy who isn't Snake. Save your teammates.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there.
No.
Can you handle
Bastard
it?
is identified,
more
is
minutes.
defined as someone who killed Kenny
Remember
in
my
South Park.
frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80.
I've heard that
I've
frequency
been
before.
briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're
If you'd
using
watched South Park, you would
nanocommunication,
understand my
right?
joke.
Yeah,
Trust
but
me.
I can patch into your frequency.
Are they gonna have a
Hey,
codec
what's
conversation
your
right
name?
in front of each other now?
Raiden.
You will eventually.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Is it just me, or is the game desynced audio-wise? I might have to double check on that. Yeah, that's a pretty bad desync. I wonder what happened. Give me just a moment. I might be able to fix it. Okay. We should be out for a second, but we should be back in just as quickly. That's better. Resynchronized. Remind me to cut that out in the VOD. Who's the call from? Campbell.
Jack,
I know
it's
that
me.
codec number
Everything
anyway.
okay,
No,
Rose?
that's
Don't
right.
you need
It's
to save the
Rose.
mission data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Is this going to be one of those games that reminds me to save whenever I don't for too long? That can be really annoying. Yeah, overwrite. Saving, saving, saving. All done. That's
Jack,
obese.
do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again.
It's April
I'm
30th.
sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
We already established it's
Rose,
April
talk to
30th.
me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Is it
Why
her
not
birthday?
now?
Did he forget her
Tomorrow seems
birthday?
more
Maybe their
appropriate.
anniversary.
I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
It's gotta be
Is that
something
the reason you
important
decided to
that
be part of this
makes him a
mission?
stereotypical man to have forgotten.
I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I
A
need
mission
you
of
to
this
do
sort shouldn't
as
take
a
more than a
captain.
day anyway.
What is it?
Not
It has
real
to do
time.
with Solid
Streaming
Snake.
time, sure.
The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on
That
him
seems
as
unlikely.
possible.
Snake is
Everything
no
they have on him
terrorist.
After the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial.
That's not what I
soon, too.
asked.
You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most
Just watch as the
classified
Colonel
material.
doesn't give any
I'm on
help.
it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Okay. And once again, I don't have any map here, so I'm going to want to try and find a node. What's that? Is that some sort of electrical panel or something? All I can do is open and close it. That's useless. Yeah, no. There doesn't seem to be any purpose to that piece of equipment. What's going on out here? I hear gunfire. I hear loading. Yeah, sure enough, gunfire. Well, that's mildly concerning. But only mildly at this point. We already know there's good guys and bad guys. And me. A good guy in disguise as a nobody who's neither good nor bad. That's some sexy music. Ah, no wonder it's a woman. I bet she turns out to be a boss later, too. That's Fortune, one of the members of Dead Cell that we were shown before. Bullets curve around her. The game describes it as luck.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
If she's so lucky. That doesn't seem like luck. That seems like bullshit. That's what that seems like. Yeah, carry him off. Once again, Raiden is witnessing things that he doesn't really understand or know about yet. But that's the one. That's the one he called Queen before, so that's good to know. Raiden, are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Ready grenades!
The grenade's not exploding. Maybe you aimed it wrong. Maybe you aimed it curved. Duds aren't fun. Except milk duds. I like milk duds. They're not my favorite little chocolate candy, but they're pretty good.
Today is another bad day.
I'm more of a Junior Mints guy, or maybe Whoppers. But Milk Duds are good.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Happiness. I can't get past. Oh good. Blow up the bridge. I need to get across there. You're just making my life more difficult for no reason other than the story. Which, I guess, is a reason, but still. Don't fall. Be careful not to fall. Sploosh. Just like Wind Waker. Kaboom, sploosh. That's the whole cutscene in a nutshell. That was Wind Waker, right? Yeah, Wind Waker.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
I'm not a stupid idiot. I'm the world's greatest action hero. I'm the world's greatest action hero that can't get across a bridge. Fortune's a stupid idiot. That guard who let himself go into the ocean is a stupid idiot. Yeah, he didn't follow directions. That's his fault.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier?
A Harrier too.
What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
Colonel, what's a gunship doing here?
Since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Their defensive capabilities is a team of people who have magic powers. A vampire and someone who's immune to getting hit by bullets.
No time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes.
And we don't know anything about that other guy, Fat Man.
That they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic
all we know
spill
about
does
him is that
take
he's
place,
named after a
it'll
bomb that
devastate
blew
not
up
only
in
the
Japan.
harbor, but poison the coastline for
And that he's
generations.
fat. So he's well named in two respects.
Right. We've had to adjust the mission objectives. The
And what's the new
priority is now
objective?
removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this
C4.
can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
Wait a minute.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them.
I thought the president was the whole reason that we had to be here. If we can save him before the bombs blow up, it shouldn't matter.
The simulation too.
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something.
Colonel,
before
you're
I
starting
go.
to piss me off. Again.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too. It's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap
It's
out
like
of it.
something from out of a video game
I
or
can't believe
something.
you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
This is a
But
good
nothing
time for
seems
Rose to
real.
remind
I've
Raiden
made up my mind
about
to stay
April
with you.
30th.
Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't.
Sounds
let it be
stalkerish.
Just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
I'm gonna get there as quickly as I can, but it might be a little difficult without a bridge. Wait. I thought the bridge just blew up. Am I confused? Connecting bridge. See dining hall. No. Oh. That's the route to the core that blew up. I don't even need that. Never mind. But I do need a chaff grenade. I always need chaff grenades. You can never have too many. Panda hat. That sounds like a pop culture reference, but I don't get it. Okay, what have we got in here? Couple of rooms. No sign yet of a node. Ammo for a gun I don't have. That's the story of my life with Metal Gear Solid 2. So we can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that the node that I'm looking for is not in the women's room. Let's check the men's room. Oh yeah, of course this is the men's room. It's got urinals. Okay, at least I have that gun. Don't bother me, I'm using the bathroom. How do I flush? Yeah. Let's wash my hands. I can't do that either. Okay. So, I guess we've established here that Raiden has very bad hygiene. What's over there? Huh? What was that noise? Open up. It's me. Video game donkey.
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
Hey buddy, I want some spaghetti and meatballs.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team.
I didn't ask NYPD, I just asked cop.
What happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them?
Knock knock, it's Knuckles.
Did I tell you
How
you
did
could
you
move?
survive?
He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go.
Where the hell did
that
you
thing
come
apart,
from?
kid?
I did just notice a note in this
What's your
cutscene,
name?
so that's useful.
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Peter.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head, also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
Way to know
Poor
everything,
old man
just
who
like
got
House.
dragged along for this picnic.
Voice actor Greg Eagles.
I thought you'd retired.
I've heard that name. Where do I know him from?
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see.
Leave a comment if you know who Greg
A
Eagles
famous
is,
church
other
got
than the
wiped
actor
off
for
the
Peter
map
Stillman.
thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I
Thanks
lost
to
was
you.
this leg.
No, it is not your fault if a bad guy planted a bomb. You don't take credit for that. You tried your hardest.
Kid, this is
You can
the
rest
bomb
easy, buddy.
disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just
Why would I open
now.
an explosives disposal textbook?
Why did they bring you out
That's
of
not
retirement?
who I am.
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives.
Your student?
Fat Man. He built an
He
atomic
does
bomb when he
bombs.
was only 10.
Yeah,
I created it.
that
in
man's a good
sense.
name.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks
Rusty?
like it was taken care of
I thought your
before
name
I
was
had my
Peter.
turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least two
Okay.
people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Who's
Are
the
you
other
two with
one?
SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do
Oh,
you have any
JG is junior
experience with
grade,
explosives
not a name.
disposal?
That
Don't worry
explains
about
it.
me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
When did Raiden say he
What's
could
your
do
name?
this?
Raiden.
Raiden doesn't know jack
That's an
shit
odd
about
name.
bombs.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
He was named after the guy
An
from
engineer?
Mortal Kombat. It's not that odd. Lots of people name their kids
skinny
after
guy.
Mortal Kombat
He went in with
characters.
us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen
Congrats
him
on the
since that
food,
skirmish.
Tom's Hot
Was
Dogs.
he killed?
I
Please
don't
tell me
think
you ate
so.
hot
I didn't find
dogs.
his body.
I see.
They told
Which
me
is to
he
say,
was a security
yourself.
systems architect for the
Not a
big
lot of
show.
guys can do that.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official
With all
orders.
those redacteds, we don't know
We'll
what you're
leave that
talking
later.
about.
Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left.
But
from
I
the
hope
SEALs
you find
DOD
the true
squad.
potential of
We
your
have to do it
enjoyment.
ourselves.
But I've
with
never
it.
defused a bomb
Whatever it
before.
is.
Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again.
CO. Oh, Colonel. Colonel, this doesn't match up at all with the simulation.
Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will.
He won't give me directions if I just told him that I can do it.
Is
Or
it
if
true
Pliskin
that
just
an
told him I
engineer
can do
came in
it.
with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own.
We just lied to him and said we knew what we were doing. It would be awfully suspicious if we now had to ask him how to do the very thing we said we knew how to do.
C4's neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Why is it called C4 if C is only the third letter of the alphabet?
Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
Bullshit.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
The results are in. Rose is pregnant.
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's
But at
not
least she's
ambitious.
negative for COVID-19.
What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
Freezing measure. You know, that's the way you do it.
This is a C4 bomb.
If something's a problem, you just freeze it until it isn't anymore. Bombs, severed heads.
It's live. You can see it pulsing.
Except
Now you spray
computers.
this on the
You freeze
sucker
those and that makes them a bigger
There
problem.
we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
I've
There's
seen
no
one of
way the
those.
thing can
They use it
detonate in this
on
condition. Even if you leave it alone,
cooking shows
it'll
all
stay
the
out of
time.
commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
What's that one
If
show?
we had the manpower,
I forgot what
I'd
it's
recommend
called.
Complete disposal, but this will have to do.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
The spray can be used.
They do
from
flash
several
freezing
yards
all the
away.
time with stuff like
Check
that.
the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
Finally,
That won't be
a
easy.
mission
We don't know a
about
thing
looking
about
absolutely
that.
everywhere.
Is there anything
That's
that'll
my
help
favorite
us locate
thing.
the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The
The
what?
C4
In other words, that
emit
little gadget
ionized
sniffs out
gas?
C4
I've never heard of
scent.
that before.
That's right.
I
I've
mean,
established a link
I guess
up
I'll
with your
believe
radar
it, but I've never heard
so
of it.
any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on
How
the
did you
radar.
link that into my
What
radar?
if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man.
Look at
well.
Raiden asking the big boy questions.
I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes, on every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses.
Vintage
The
villain
sensor
right
also
there.
picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules.
You wouldn't have
except
learned it
his
from
own,
Stillman.
and he
Stillman's a
followed it
good
like
guy.
religion.
Good guys don't
And
do
common
stupid shit
sense
like
was one
that.
of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew.
It's
But I
Writing
have no
101.
children of my own.
Bad guys do things
Thought I
that make it
found a
easier to
son in
catch
him.
them because
He had the right
they're
stuff, you know.
arrogant, and they
There's
only
something
think they're doing a
very
good job
unusual
if they
about
make
an
it too
ability
easy
like
to
that.
defeat them.
Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started
Is
all
that where he got
this.
his name?
I didn't teach him the most important
Batman
thing.
the Fat Cat.
There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have
I
to
don't know
stop
enough
him
about
from
the history of
using it
Unix to
destroy
know
us
how
all.
valuable that is. I mean, I assume it's valuable or interesting, or he wouldn't
Let's
be telling
see how
me.
well
Still,
that sensor works.
All right.
it's a
I'm activating.
sensor
Watch.
because it conducts the
You
sense
see the
of
green
the
stuff
bomb.
on the radar?
A
That's a
sensor,
visual
if you
representation
will.
of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the
Yeah,
sensors
right,
and
you little
search
bitch.
the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar
I was gonna
gets
get all
knocked
the nodes I
offline
could
when we're
anyway.
spotted?
Exactly.
This game's
Fat
made a
Man
pretty
would
big
have
deal
allowed
about
some
having to collect
C4s
maps
here
like
in
it's a
Strut
Metroid
C
game
as
or
well.
something.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my
Well, if
theories.
you know where he would
Demolition is a
target
kind
it,
of
why can't
ideology
you just
that
mark
makes no
those
exceptions
spaces
for time
down?
or
Why do I
place.
even need the sensor?
Big Shell consists
You
of
should
2
be able to figure it out all on your
hexagons
own.
joined in on in, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at
Well, that
least
makes
that
sense.
to
That's
take
pretty
a building of
obvious.
this integrity out.
Most likely they'd put it near
6
the
on
base,
Shell 1,
under the
Another
bridges.
6 on Shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
It's also obvious. What else are you gonna do? Put them on the connecting bridges? I don't think so.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Thanks. That's just what I needed, to lose touch with you for a while. And then we can continue pondering your true identity. You're probably not Solid Snake because he's the terrorist leader and also he's dead. That's 2 reasons he isn't you.
The big shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors.
ID
Raiden,
cards.
your card
Just what I
can
need to
open
make this
doors
more
at
like the
security
last
clearance
game.
level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you
Ban
into
Mad
level
Nut.
3
I'm streaming
areas.
for 2
You need
hours
to
at a
get
time
next
all
door
week.
to Shell 2.
I've recently found out that
That
I'm going
engineer
back
I
to my
told you
full-time
about
job
gave it
next
to me.
week, so I
We were
won't be able to
supposed
stream every
program
day
a set of
then.
all access
Monday,
cards
next
once we
week.
were on site.
And then I'm going to do Saturday and
Unfortunately,
Sunday
this card
after
won't
that, and
get
I
you
don't
into
know
any
exactly what my
area of
hours are
destruction.
yet. But I'll announce them. But
You'll
for
have
this
to
week,
deal
Monday
with the
through
remaining
Thursday, 2
security
hours a day.
lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
Hopefully I can settle into a more,
The 2 of us can handle
consistent
it. Don't
schedule
worry.
soon.
You'll just slow us
Probably going
down
to be
with that
weekends
leg
only
of
for a
yours.
while.
There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right.
Or
I'll
I
give
could carry you
instructions from
around.
here.
That would still
I may also
probably
need
be
to prepare
easier.
a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Raiden's strong enough to carry a
Good
dude,
luck to
right?
both of you. This is a dangerous one.
He's wearing a magic suit that gives him superpowers. That should make him strong enough.
If
No.
anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is
No
140
quotes. You are not meleeing.
125.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Semper Fi.
Marine.
That
That's a
man's no
Marine
SEAL.
saying.
I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk.
I mean, he made it pretty clear he wasn't one of them.
Normally,
That's
team
not a
leaders stay in
big
the
surprise or a
CP
big
and give orders
spoiler.
with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And who dares wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
So he's just saying all sorts of things. It's like he wants to be caught.
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
If he were one of the terrorists, he would have shot Stillman dead right there, when he had the chance.
Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about
Now you see,
They
Raiden
could be
is dressed
back in
like an
this area
idiot.
soon.
That sneaking suit looks exactly like the sort of thing a member of Dead Cell would wear. I can see why
I'll
someone might
hide out
find
in
him
this pantry
suspicious.
For a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't.
You
need to
hide in
worry
the
about me.
pantry. I shall hide
I'll give
behind
you
this
instructions
couch.
by Kodak from here. Good luck.
What's your codec frequency? Oh, not gonna trade frequencies. It's just gonna be magic, huh?
With your own mortality.
Okay.
Don't let the
I
fear
can live
get
with
to
that.
you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
The fear doesn't even come until Metal Gear Solid 3. What are you talking about? Okay. Now I should be able to, get going again with gameplay. And if I recall, I noticed a node along one of these walls. But I might be mistaken. Yeah, I'm mistaken. Ban Mad Nut. The Fear is the name of one of the bosses in the next game. And I still have no node. No idea where I'm going. But I don't want to be on the CD connecting bridge yet. If there's a bomb on Strut C, I need to get the node for Strut C so I can see it. I don't think I've been in here. Well, there's a guard. Not doing much. And here's a node. Wonderful. Yeah, download that map. I'm okay with downloading maps, just not missiles. He noticed me. He noticed me. This is not good. Oh, this is the same room, isn't it? Got it. Kitchen and dining hall. This weapon doesn't have a suppressor. I could really use a suppressor. Now that I have the map and the radar, I'm going to look around a little bit, in case there's some worthwhile item hiding somewhere in here. I don't see anything. Okay. Ah, crap. I forgot that I had that equipped. Don't come in here. No guards allowed in the women's room. I can't even tell if I hear them walking around. I don't think they're gonna come in here. But I don't want to jump out just in case. Oh. This actually works out nicely. This is exactly where there's a bomb. Where is that? It's not in the booth I was just in, is it? That'd be perfect. No, I don't see it. I mean, clearly it's in here somewhere. I absolutely 100% see it on the radar. Not on the ceiling. Not toilet. It's not all the way over here anyway. Am I missing something? Oh, it might be up in the light fixture. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. If I disable that, I can't see it. Where's my equipment? There we go. Bam, frozen.
Raiden here.
Hey, Stillman, I got the first one.
C4 in strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
You know, this Peter Stillman guy's is cool, but I like Peter Venkman better.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way.
It's a diversion.
I've never seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing.
They're not good explosives. They're evil explosives. That's what explosives are.
There's something going on.
Well, now that we know this is an obvious setup, we're gonna keep looking. And I was not where I thought I was. Perfect. That was incredibly stupid of me. Let's see if anyone comes in here this time. Yeah, oh, in fact, they are looking at you. No, you don't. Okay, so this is ending very badly. Not coolant. Got it. Consider yourself shot in the face. Alright, let's see if they drop anything useful. This is going exceptionally badly. Truth be told, I feel like a complete moron right now. Come on, die already. Maybe I can stuff him in here and close that. There we go. More guys. So should I just take the death and get my rations back? I think maybe I should. This will be my first game over as Raiden. Honestly, I don't feel too bad about it.
Answer me! Jack? Jack!
Continue. The mission isn't failed if I fail on purpose. Wait a minute. Don't tell me I lost the node. Yeah, I did. I gotta redo all of that. But it'll be a lot easier this time.
Who's there?
Okay. You don't see me. I'm invisible. I'm a good guy. Good guys aren't allowed to get caught. At least I still have the coolant, so there's that.
Who is that?
Ah, crap. Nope, not today. So I had originally planned on doing a zero-kill run, but I decided I didn't feel like it. That's how I usually play Metal Gear, so it might be a nice change of pace to go ahead and let myself kill dudes. Yeah, I know. Good thing I can skip through it real fast like that. Not that I want to have to, but I can. Alright. Let's go to the next strut. Get our hands on another bomb. Now, what's going on out here? There's a guy. Better hide in the corner for a bit. That's not what I meant. Is there a peek button? There doesn't appear to be. Okay, that's fine. I don't need it. I don't particularly want to fall through the floor, though.
There's somebody there.
No, there's not. Stop it.
I need... It's the enemy. I need help.
Stop running away.
It's the enemy.
It's okay. As far as I'm aware, the alert resets when I go into a new strut. Or at least goes into evasion super quickly. I'm not being chased at the moment, so that seems pretty decent. Let's get our bearings. What's going on in this strut? Couple of guards, not too many, but that's 3 guys. Now, without the note, I can't really know for sure, but it seems like I might be in the right place. I could have sworn I just had a phone call. There it is. The codec is a phone, by the way.
Right.
It runs iOS.
There's a hatch for pipe or gauge maintenance. Face the hatch and push the action button to open it. There may be something.
Okay, so that's how I go down.
Check the inside thoroughly.
Can I hide in it, though?
Who is that?
No, I can't. I can't even get in.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Do they know where I am? I think they might. they do. Yeah, they know where I am now. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the controls right now. I want to knock these guys over that wall there. Yeah, this is going poorly. Health is low, and well, I do have 2 rations. Come on, stay down, everyone. You're not playing fair. There's 4 of you and only 1 of me. It's not nice. Die, monsters. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess this is the point of no return. I can't even hang on the sledge either, which is inconsistent from what the game has already taught me. Ah, there we go. Oh, but I can do that. That's pretty sweet. And I can game over myself.
Right. Answer me. Raiden!
I knew I had rations. I had them equipped. But I thought it might be smarter to start this room over. Trying to do this room from this side without the node, without a map is, well, it's gonna be a challenge. That's for sure. I don't see a great route here. Maybe, just maybe, it would be wiser to, oh, there's the node. Kind of, hiding down there. I might be wiser to try and go all the way around to a different strut. But I don't really want to. Now, where's that node? Oh, it's on the lower floor. How easily can I get down there? Looks like that hatch might do the trick. No, not going through there yet, not without the node.
Nothing here.
Unless there's a grate in the way. That's not really what I was hoping for. Okay. Is there another hatch I can use? This one's no good. There might be one all the way over there. Oh, there's stairs over there. That's what I need.
There's somebody there.
But I also need not to get caught. There's gotta be a way to edge peek. Okay, it's the L2 and R2 buttons. Yeah, no, I found the node. I'm just waiting for a chance to go down to the lower floor. Because I can't take these hatches. I see the stairs all the way over there. But I also see a guard watching them. And these guards are a little more better at paying attention than the guards in the first game. And now I'm caught. There's not really much I can do. Yeah. That's not gonna do great. Maybe, just maybe, I can get the node anyway. No, that's right. It won't let me use it. Not when I'm in evasion. Okay, don't come all the way over here. Stay over there. That's where you last saw me. Let evasion mode end. Return to your positions, and now I can get the node. I love going into the options menu every time I get the node. But that does seem to be my only way into the options menu, so that's an interesting design choice. Alright. Usami. That guy. I love it. Oh, that's useful. Let me equip my ration. Do these guys ever stop respawning is the question. It seems like maybe they don't. There they are. There's always more. And now I'm out of bullets. So this really wasn't an ideal strategy at all. Bulletproof vests would make too much sense. I may be dead, but at least the bomb is defused. Okay, let's try this room again. Now that I know what's going on in here, it shouldn't be that hard.
Raiden!
The big issue is that apparently I can be spotted by enemies who aren't even showing on my radar. I mean, that's not the first issue. The first issue is even getting the radar, but still. No, you don't. Whoa. That would have been really useful to know. Apparently I can drop from one floor to the other without even using the hatch.
Come in.
Okay. That's gonna make this massively easier. That's the sort of thing that I guess makes natural sense, and I should have figured out on my own, but still. Okay. I also should have figured out on my own not to go through that door. But that's my own fault. Yeah. So they can't see me here, even though he's right there looking right at me. He can't see upstairs. What I'm really waiting for right now is that guy. Okay. Why didn't I get it that time?
This isn't happening. Jack, you
Not
have
entirely
to
sure what I
answer
did
me.
wrong.
Jack! Jack!
Maybe I need to time it right. Okay. You face that way. I run this way.
Who's there? Oh. What's that? Who's there?
Crap.
No.
Gotta
No.
hit triangle to catch yourself
Jack,
when you drop to the
please
lower
answer
layer.
me.
Yeah, I was
Jack!
hitting it, but I think I was timing it wrong. Is it something you have to time right, or is it just a matter of holding the button?
Who's there?
Okay. I need this guy to turn around. Yeah, turn around, buddy. Perfect. So now I should have easy access to this thing at least. Usami. No, you don't. Don't look over here. Yeah, the script seems to be my best strategy. Unless that happens. Well, that's no good. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run all the way over here where they can't find me. And then I'm gonna hide behind something. No, that didn't work. I'm gonna go through a door. And that should disable alert mode. I think. Or at least slow it way down. Evasion. Back through. And the game doesn't remember where they were, so this is safe now. That's right. I forgot that.
What the hell happened? Raiden!
I'll tell you what the hell happened, Colonel. I got stupid. Again. Wait a minute. So I'm fine. But the game seems to have remembered that I got the, coolant already. I think. I can't tell for sure. I can't zoom out my radar. But I think that it's... Yeah, the grade is up. I'm good to go. Wonderful. We call this cheese. That's what this is. Cheesing the game. DE connecting bridge. Now what's the gimmick on this one? Other than apparently starting at the lower level. I don't see anything suspicious or weird. Although it is cool that we get the wind effect when we do first-person view, but not third-person. But there's a dude over there, currently on the bottom. It's my chance to take the top. Okay, that was easy. That was really easy. So, fun fact. The last several times I've been streaming, I've just had the, been using the game footage on my computer in OBS, right? But today, I decided to connect my TV in my office. So I have a 42-inch television sitting on a computer desk right now. It's absolutely ridiculous, and honestly too big for that close. That's not that fun of a fact. Nobody wears pants these days. Not with all the shutdowns and quarantines. Who even needs pants? From what I hear, people are even not wearing pants on Zoom meetings and stuff. Which, I mean, more power to them. Until they forget they're not wearing pants and stand up. But that's on them. I'm gonna go ahead and save now. I'm not finished yet, but it has been a while. And I don't fully trust my PlayStation 3 not to crash or something.
What's up, Jack?
How clear is it? As someone who reads the news more than watches it, I haven't really noticed that myself. But I'll take your word for it.
Rose, no comment?
About?
I've killed someone.
Jack, it's a battlefield.
My opponents are living, breathing human beings. This
My
is
battlefield,
VR
their final
They
destination.
have bodies. They have had lives. I took all that away from them.
But you've
That's
got
a Smash
no
Brothers
choice
joke,
if
by
you
the
want
way.
to survive.
And yet, maybe because of the VR training, I can't help but try and block out that reality. It's the only way I can manage.
That's the
fight.
whole point.
Jack,
What?
I don't care.
You need
what
to
it
turn
takes,
yourself
just
into a
as long
mindless
as you
killing
come back
machine.
alive. Do whatever it takes, please. Just come back and one
Pointing a
piece.
camera slightly upwards is not difficult. Aiming a camera in general is not difficult. I'm actually surprised at the number of people who seem to have trouble with it.
There's somebody there.
No, there's not. See? Nothing. I didn't even see him. That was sloppy. And there's my wrench. Yeah, this, I might have to redo this one. Come on, let me through. If I can get out here, I'll be good to go. Or not.
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden! Raiden!
You know, I don't even mind getting game overs constantly. It's just part of gaming. Especially when you're bad at games like I am.
Who is that?
You didn't see me. Let's hope using the node cancels it out. I'm sure it won't, but let's hope it does. No, you don't. It's not fair. I wanted that cardboard box. Okay. We're gonna try this one more time. And that's not to say I'm gonna quit if I fail, because I'm still going for another 20 minutes. But we're gonna try this one more time because we're gonna succeed this time, because I'm gonna crouch and crawl this time like I should have last time. Not even difficult.
Nothing here.
Nothing here. I'm a nothing. That's the takeaway from this. Well, Raiden's a nothing. I won't argue with that. All he does is ask dumb questions. And cartwheel. The cartwheel's pretty sweet. No, there's not. Okay, so getting that cardboard box might be a little more difficult than I hoped. I know I can get it, but I might have to actually be patient. He becomes badass. He's not yet. I'm speaking strictly in terms of Metal Gear Solid 2 at this point. Now, I didn't notice any explosives in this room. You didn't say yet. I did.
Who's there?
Crap. LMAO.jpg. I will agree, though. You were right to call me Dipweed. I am playing Raiden after all. Say what you will about Metal Gear Solid 4, but crouch walking is the best. So much less tedious than this slow crawling. All to get upstairs. Which is still gonna lead me to the connecting bridge. No, heliport. Okay. I'm gonna guess the bomb is up here. I'm gonna guess the cutscene is up here. Hello, character on top of the heliport, wherever you are. I know you're here, there wouldn't be a cutscene otherwise.
What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
Ninja?
Who's that
It's the
ninja?
only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja, complete with a sword.
What?
What the?
Are you hiding something from me?
You mean Gray Fox? That already happened in the first game.
Wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols.
I gotta say,
Anything else?
this sneaking suit
Actually,
kind
one
of
more
looks
thing.
ninja-like.
You'll find it
But
hard
Raiden
to
ain't got a
believe,
sword
though.
at this point.
I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2.
I know
So
who
you
was going to
believe me
Shell
this
2.
time?
Pliskin,
I've seen someone
with a
use that
cardboard
box trick
box,
before.
who is definitely
Hopefully
not
it's trapped on the
Snake,
Shell 2
because
connecting
Snake is
bridge.
dead and Snake is the
Over and out,
terrorist
then.
leader. That's two reasons.
You must be one of
Hey
Dead
dumbass,
Cell.
don't give away your
Of course
position
not. What
from
I
that
didn't say.
distance.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Look what you did, Raiden. You gotta be up close to do that. That is a close-range tactic. You could have easily snuck up on her. If you weren't an idiot. How come characters are dumber in cutscenes? I know I'm one to talk. I make all sorts of tactical errors when I'm playing, but still.
I saw a female soldier. Russian.
Must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a dead cell?
No.
Briefed.
She commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led
Yeah,
the
but why,
since
though?
her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
She's the one that you, I mean Snake, I mean me, should have killed in the last game, but couldn't for lack of access to lethal weapons. Because the game thought it would be clever to give only non-lethal weapons at first. Alright, there we go. Definitely around here. No, no, no. Nobody. I mean, it's got to be under the plane, right? But I don't see it from this angle. Maybe from over here. There it is. Can I reach it? No, not quite. Maybe from here. Yeah. That'll do the trick.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs
An
that have
amateur.
been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives...
You mean you don't take down something by blowing up the roof?
Everyone can make mistakes, right?
Go figure.
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, right? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell
It's an
you
obvious
what
trap.
it's back to. Just hurry.
Okay.
Who's there?
No.
Who's there?
Okay. Back down. Where's my dash? How am I still in alert if they can't see me? Okay. This actually isn't so bad. This area is so big that if I can get them looking the wrong way, I'm pretty much set to go. Increase security. Increase security here. But I'm getting out of here.
What's that?
Damn it. I'm out of here. This is no good. That's no good. Let me through. And I'm headed right into a dead end. Okay. More dudes dead. Surely they're gonna start coming any second now. Yeah. Too many guys. I don't appreciate this. Yeah, I might have to redo this section again. And I can't say I'm excited about that. This game is a lot more stingy about sending in reinforcements than the last game was. Any mistake you make, bound to get you almost immediately. Not a lot you can do about it. Except run away. Run the hell away. Now wait a minute. There it is. On the plus side, I got out of that. On the minus side, I used up all my rations. And I forgot about this sweet cardboard box, which might have actually come in a lot of handy just now. This, nice Zone of the Enders themed box. Who is it? Snake, this is Deep Throat. There are mines there. Wait.
Who is this?
Really? I was not expecting that.
Identify yourself.
I don't have the mine detector.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses? Mr. X now.
There are too many similarities for it to be a coincidence.
Why did you contact me?
Already talked about a cyborg ninja. I know I'm just gonna crawl. That's what I did last time and it worked great.
Someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself...
I swear, I saw this exact same cutscene in the last game.
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy?
He got a little bit squished by Metal Gear. I watched it happen. Raiden didn't, but I did. Alright. Where was I seen from? Aha. I was seen by one of those things. Okay. So I'm gonna do this again. But this time I'm gonna shoot a throw a chaff grenade
Jack, you have
first.
to answer me! Jack! Jack!
Which is what I should have done last time. But it didn't occur to me there would be more than just mines. Also, there isn't a dude in a tank this time. Alright. Oh, but I still got seen by a human. That's just wonderful. I might have to throw another chaff grenade. Let's see. How many more claymores are there? Tell me I'm not in alert mode now. No, just caution. Well, that's fine. I can deal with caution. Radar normal. Oh yeah, but I'm in a new strut, which means I don't have a node. Don't look over there. I need a map. I need a map. I need a map. I don't have the right card to get in there. This is just not going well for me at all. The way this game hands out nodes after you have to stealth through an area.
No.
It's
No.
mildly frustrating.
Jack, please answer me! Jack!
You basically have to use first-person mode all the time in order to have any idea what's going on, what's in front of you. These camera angles are not helping. I mean, I know there was a dude there just now, but I have no idea exactly where, or if there's more than one. It makes it rather difficult. And I don't see the labels on them. That's level 3. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I can see what I'm doing. It's less than ideal. Not impossible to play, but mildly frustrating. Let's see if the box trick actually works. It probably won't because this isn't where this box belongs. Yeah. Nope, you don't know where I am. But that guy does. Okay.
Raiden, is everything all right? Raiden.
If nothing else, though, I seem to have an idea what I'm doing now. This is a good way to collect information. You die, but then you know where the guards are. You get a feel for their patrol paths. It's a valid strategy. Wait for that guy to look. Then he leaves and walks by. What kind of a shirt is it? I've learned a lot about shirts lately from Animal Crossing. Don't look all the way back here. Globex shirt. Nice. I wish they hadn't gone around that corner. To be fair, though, t-shirts are always cool.
Is something wrong?
If they were warm, they would be sweatshirts. Alright. So more and more it's seeming like my strategy is to go down these stairs. But without any clear view on the guards, this is exceptionally difficult. This might be a safe area. I legitimately have no clue. Mine detector. Now I get it. After I'm through the area where I needed it. How do I get up there? There's gotta be some other path. Can I go under this? Yes, I can. And then I can go in a circle because I can't see. M9 bullet. I don't have an M9 yet. I should be more careful. What's in here? A node, finally. I wonder if it might have been easier to go the other way around these struts. Maybe I'm making my life more difficult going this route. Okay. So first things first. I check every single locker, in case one of them has Pentazeman. And another one has a ration, which I desperately need. And another one has yet another cardboard box, bringing me up to 2 cardboard boxes, because I had one, and then I got one. If you have one box, and then you get one box, then you have 2 boxes. It's something I learned a long time ago. In, probably 1st grade. But these guards keep going right by— oh, that guy's on the top floors. Yeah, the one on my radar right over me is on the top floor. Is there even a door here? No. The only door there is top floor also. I'm having a little trouble reading my radar right now. Okay, so that guy's the only one who's actually on this floor. It's that one who's looking over here now. And then he turns around. So in just a moment, I should be good to go. Turn and keep going. Come on, buddy, you know you want to. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. The waste of a chaff grenade. Top floor, left side. Drop down, only way to get the bomb is from above. Good to know. I didn't think that this was right. Okay, yeah, I think I see what you mean. Okay.
Nothing here.
This is not safe right now. Don't look over here. That should be fun. Stun grenade. Okay, once again, my audio is lagging, but I'm not gonna bother to fix it because after this strut, I'm done anyway. No, there's not. Turn around.
Huh?
No, you didn't see me. You just saw a dude there. Now here's what I do. I leave rooms before he can, call his friends in, and so the alert never takes effect. Not even caution. And look at this. Much easier now.
Who's there? Who's there?
Of course I could do that. There we go. Safe. Now you said top left.
Somebody there.
No, there's not. Don't worry about it. Look at that. Nobody there. Blood. Hey, what do you know? Another guy taken out. I really should keep my ration. Top floor, left side, drop down. Now, that would get me into the corner I was in before. I don't see it at this point. I'm gonna keep looking around, though. There it is. Okay. Which means I need to drop down from here. Now that's not good. Luckily, nobody's gonna look over here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I coolanted the bomb. I'm gonna go ahead and save.
What's up, Jack?
I wasn't worried about it. Like I said, I'm about to save anyway. Yeah, I knew they were never gonna find me there. But I'm done. It is now 4:02 p.m. my time.
Jack, it must be so nerve-wracking to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, that was a stupid thing to say.
I'd say this
Sorry.
voice is out of sync
That's all
again.
right. It's just that I've never been trained in this stuff.
You okay? Are you feeling well?
Never been trained in pointing and shooting? Because that's all you're doing. Looking for green lights, which are super obvious, and pointing and shooting.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about when you're defusing those things?
I don't think so much as remember.
I think about the
And I
cold
know
because the
that I
diffuser is
resist
cold,
that.
and I'm not even really
My
diffusing
mind
them, just
blank.
freezing them.
I can't let myself be overwhelmed by the fear.
So, am I a part of what you try not
Again,
to remember?
the fear is not until the next
I
game.
was just kidding. But I guess this isn't a good time for that.
No, it is. And I do think about you. I'm trying to remember what's so special about April 30th.
Any success?
No, not yet.
You need to stay
I can't
alive so you
believe that
can.
even after being reminded,
Okay.
you can't remember what it
That's a
is.
deal.
All right. So, we are done for today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for the incredibly useful advice, Tom's Hot Dogs. I will see you all next time. Snake out.